All right guys, thank you for clicking on the video. So in this one, it's going to be quick. We're just going to kind of do a trip out into the wild a little. So in this video, we are flying through the sky. We are heading south of Las Vegas in this video. We're going to find something truly awesome, and we're going to do it on nothing but dirt.
What'd you find there, boy? It's on your foot, man.
In addition, Josh continues to work the two-wheel drive on that van. We see some visitors out in the desert, and we roll up on one awesome place here on Night Drive TV. First, I'm going to talk about this little simple keychain here. Links in the description for it. So it's just, this is what I chose over various types of deflators. We actually used an air gauge and just pushed a button and wheel to wheel to wheel. It just was getting very annoying. So this is what I chose, and these are just real simple. There's nothing to calibrate. You screw them on, they let the air out. That's it. So check this out. It's good if you do have a little time in between tire, it'll kind of give you a chance to get to the. You got to do the dance in the end just to get them on, but you can get them close. You know, they don't have to be dead on. That looks good. Yeah, so that kind of covers the airing down process. Pretty simple. It takes about, I don't know, 10 minutes a vehicle, if that.
30 in the front on each and 25 in the back, and it's a huge difference.
We haven't been back here before. This is a pretty rocky route, but it's nothing too technical. I mean, Josh is in two-wheel drive. He's behind us, aired down. He hasn't had a problem yet. Just got to be careful not getting twisted up. But I don't know, so far so good. We'll see.
It's crazy.
Josh's large wheelbase and large vehicle really has quite a footprint. Sometimes he just has to pick a berm and pull to the side, but everybody takes it in stride. And it's just not common, I don't think, to see a vehicle this big, but people seem to love it.
Yeah!
Oh, fast right there. So through the twists and turns of the desert, we continue to make our way while Josh shakes his kids around, but they seem like they love it. I decide, you know, I really want to keep getting some drone footage, and boy, did that go wrong. Oh, that was bad. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, my hands on the switches were...
This reminded me, did you ever see that Mythbusters? They were driving a remote control car, but inside another car.
Dude, it's terrible.
Dude, I never could do it. I was getting motion sick thinking about it. I get motion sickness bad.
It's just so, if it were a paved highway, I'd be good, but not here, boy. Woo! I was like, Lace, I'm gonna wreck. I'm gonna wreck.
Especially through this last part, I didn't turn it on, but the kid, we were going like, it got real washed out.
Immediately. I'm like, pull out, Lace. She pulled out, and I like.
He was automatically like, oh my god.
So we continue on with our journey. We'll probably spend almost 2.5 to 3 hours off-road, but we come up into this open and vast area that really reminded us of the Tehachapi Mountains in California. Check out this drone footage. It'll just break your thumb. So you always gotta, I just let it slip through my hand.
You know, it's just like hiking in the East. You know, you walk through the woods 5-10 miles through these thick trees, you carry a machete with you, you hack your way through stuff, and you know, you finally come out to like the destination. It's like you come out and there's what you came to see. You know, finally you make it through the canopy of all the green and you can see whatever it is, you know, whatever that trail was meant to lead you to. Out here, it's like from the moment you leave the pavement, it's just, I mean, it's just breathtaking. I mean, it's just, you don't have to wait 2 hours for this big reveal at the end of the journey. It's like the entire time is just a scenic, it's just beautiful. It's just amazing.
So as the sun continues to set, we get closer and closer to our destination across the desert.
We are only 2.4 miles away from our destination.
We get a little peace sign from a off-roader heading back to Vegas. But let me show you this view. That's what I built this thing for. Check it out.
He's just buzzing this thing around my head. I'm sitting up here on the roof deck. It's pretty crazy with this thing flying by your head. Oh. There we go. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. I'm looking at you.
What do you think?
It's like my kind of place.
This is his kind of place.
I figured that much.
He's like, yeah.
Yes.
So we just got a maxed out buggy right in front. We're gonna have like a maxed out buggy just parked in front of the Pioneer Saloon.
This stuff with no plates.
Middle of nowhere spot. This is how you get here. And this is how you get to the saloon.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So what do you think of this place?
It's crazy. I mean, it makes you really wonder how old some of the fixtures and stuff are. I mean, you can see the age in it. It's pretty nuts.
What's your conclusion?
It was a great day. Great trip. Airing down all 4 tires made a huge difference. It was like driving a Lincoln Continental across the desert.
What do you think? What's your review of the Pioneer Saloon? What do you think of it? You like it? So after wrapping up dinner and getting a ghost burger, we headed back outside to air back up. And after Josh locked the keys and the kids in the van for a little bit, we were headed back underway. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you for watching another one of our Overland videos. More Corvette content coming ahead. Throw me a sub and a like and a comment if you can. Catch you on the next one.
Come on, Damien. Bye-bye, camera. Bye-bye, camera. Bye-bye, camera. Bye-bye, camera.